So today, Leo and Longevity's autopsy came out. Last autopsy came out. Just so happened this morning, all at the urgent care of my daughter, she has an ear infection, and I just so happened to get a notification from my boy John Bravo. Y'all go check out John Bravo's films, right? That's his channel. I'm gonna link it down in the description below. I see his video, and in his video, he links Lucie video. For those of you that don't know, that was Leo's. I think they was divorced at the time, but wife, they got a child together. So I'm gonna link both the videos down below. You guys can go check it out. I had been hearing a few weeks ago. Now Leo just had a birthday. I think it was last week before last. He just had a birthday, so I think this is not something that I'm surprised that the autopsy got released. I have been hearing, I know a few of you are going to watch this video, watch my live stream here about 2 months ago, and I had brought up that I had been hearing rumors that the autopsy was about to be released because it wasn't no movement in the case, and people were still speculating. And now that the truth is out, you know, I think the speculation wheel is going to ramp up big time. And a lot of this has to do with the overall manner in which Leo died. So I ain't going to take up too much of your time. I'm going to be very, very blunt and very, very, very direct. The injuries that I seen on the autopsy stated that Leo died from blunt force trauma to the fucking head. His brain, right, was decomposing. So I mean, he'd been there for a while. He had cuts, all the stuff we already knew, but blunt force trauma to the head. He didn't really have anything in his system besides a little bit of marijuana. So all this shit that Nick Trigili, matter of fact, let me paint the overall picture first. Let me take you guys back. When we first heard that Leo was indeed dead over in Thailand, Nick Trigili dropped a video stating that he had talked to John, and that John had told him that Connor Murphy, Connor was out, right? Connor Gregor, whatever the fuck his boy name is, sperm spooge drinking motherfucker. Yeah, Connor Murphy. Yeah, Connor Murphy and Tony was away, right? They wasn't there. They was away. Can't remember exactly what they were supposed to be doing, shooting some film. Anyway, they wasn't there. They wasn't even in the area, right? And that one of the girls opened the door, right? Because they couldn't get in Leo's room, so they had to get into the house some way, and then they found Leo dead in the bathroom, right? Come to find out, Tony was there, right? Tony was the one that found him. It wasn't no girl that found Leo and called Tony, all right? Apparently, the news crew, everybody was there before Tony even got there. Supposedly, the call girl supposedly called the news crew, right? It was a lot of bullshit, all right? Basically, what that boils down to. We knew Nick Trigili was fucking lying at that point because the pictures told a different story than what Nick Trigili had said he heard from John. It's like he just wanted to get that story out there, all right? Then Tony dropped a couple of videos trying to explain what he think had happened to Leo. Now, Nick Trigili stated that he think Leo went on a manic trip and killed himself. Tony stated that that wasn't the case and that he think Leo's anxiety or whatever caused him to have a heart attack or something in the past. Now, we know all that is bullshit. All that is bullshit. Okay? Lucie stated that Leo had told her a while back that they think it was mold or something around the toilet, which is why the toilet was being moved. And that could make sense. She is in possession of Leo's phone. There's a picture in there of one of the call girls that Tony hooked him up with, because, you know, Tony had this thing for fucking with the Thai women. Don't know if someone was male or female, but that's besides the fucking point. What we do know is something happened between one of the girls that Leo was fucking with, the girl whose picture was in his phone, and that Tony and them knew what had happened and tried to sweep it under the rug. Now, I hinted at this in a few of my live streams, we were talking about Leo and throwing theories out there that maybe what happened to Leo was out of retaliation because of what he did to the girl. Apparently, we know what happened. The R word. Okay, that's what, from what Tony said to John and to RX Muscle and all that shit, it was something that went down in the room that led to an issue. That issue being the R word. Now, we knew Leo talked down, right, on the maids there. Tony even said that too. So when you start to read between the lines, some of these maids have family members. Some of these maids have access to get into your house. So if you're looking at this from a hindsight point of view, if Leo did what he did to one of the girls that Tony set him up with, that knew personally the girl that Tony was fucking with, that had access to the house, when Tony and Connor left, I believe that the person came back to that house probably looking for Tony, because Tony set them up, and Leo didn't find Tony but found Leo. And then that's what happened. And that's how I think Leo ended up getting put in the situation that he's in. I always said that I don't think Tony set Leo up or killed him, but I think Tony knows more than what the fuck he was saying. That's why he came up and tried to come up with all these motherfucking stories. That's why he fled the fucking house and went to the Philippines for a while. Got the fuck out of Thailand, which is in that area anyway. But that's why he left. Okay? If you use hindsight. Connor ain't said shit. But the way this man was murdered paints a whole different story. And Lucie has the phone with his pictures in it. So now it's starting to make motherfucking sense. That's what I think happened. Now, they found fingerprints and stuff of that nature there, but it ain't lead to no motherfucking body. Ain't led to nobody. Well, why is that? The whole goddamn crime scene was contaminated. When you get there, and there's people that shouldn't be in there, you are contaminating the crime scene. Now, who's to say this person that came to the house that did what they did to Leo didn't have gloves on the shit? And if that's the case, you ain't gonna get no fingerprints, nothing like that. So maybe all the fingerprints that was there belong to people in the agency, Leo, Tony, and everybody that was in that house. Now, the Thailand officials, they closed the case, which is why we ain't hear nothing in a while. And that's why the autopsy got released, because Lucie went to the feds, and the feds pressed the Thailand people to open this case back up. And that's kind of what went on. The case got reopened. Now the autopsy is public knowledge now, even though Lucie, we don't know where to go to get it, but Lucie put it on her channel. And John got it on his channel as well. And you can see everything that went on with Leo. So all this Mantic episode shit that we knew was bullshit, ain't no way that man would have did all that damage to himself, then still had enough firepower in himself to knock himself out and kill his fucking self. It ain't no fucking way. I still don't believe that type of pain he was enduring and then decided to end it all. That makes no sense. Why would he do that? Was it because he feared that he might have fucked up and did what he did to the females? We all knew Leo didn't really care for a woman. Lucie said in her video that she had to grab objects to get him off of her or to deter him from wanting to put his hands on her. And, you know, I didn't watch a lot of Leo content. I don't care about what happened in his personal life. I watched his content that made sense about health, but the other stuff I really don't care about. I think some of the stuff that he did in his personal life, that's horrible. We all have made mistakes, even me. I'm not a saint, so I'm not going to judge the man. However, he went to Thailand. Tony, as a friend, should have been more of a friend than being more of a bitch and bowing down to Leo's demand when Leo threw tizzy tantrums. That's bullshit. That's why I say I think Tony failed him as a fucking friend, because you let this man just have his way with you. That's bullshit. That's just, you ain't gonna come in my motherfucking house and just run my motherfucking house. I seen your ass back where the fuck you came from, if that's the motherfucking case. All right? So, my honest opinion is this. If I'm Tony right now, once again, I never said Tony was guilty. Now, at one point, I believe that him and Tony probably had a fight, but then that was quickly, disputed because Tony claimed that they didn't have a fight. And plus, Tony was there. And I believe as big as Leo was, he would have some marks and bruises on him. And I believe the Thailand police probably took DNA swabs from him and shit as well. So I don't think Tony set the man up. What I think happened was Leo did what he did, and then it was some retaliation that came from that. And, people have family members in Thailand. And I think one of those guys, or maybe a group of them, went back there to try to find Tony now. Tony wasn't there. And they ended up getting the man they wanted to get in the first damn place. And they did what they did. It may have been just one person. It may have been more than one. That's my opinion. I don't believe this man killed himself, from what Nick Trigili said, because the drugs went in the system. That to be able to endure that type of pain, well, a lot in your system is just asinine. And since he was decaying and bloating, rigor mortis has set in, decomposition has set in, gas is being released, methane. He was bloated. That tells me he was there for a while. And that's why you look at the autopsy, you see decomposition, all that stuff was clearly noted in his autopsy. That means he's been there for longer than a day or two. And that's when apparently Tony went up there. He couldn't get in because Leo had been sleeping. He didn't see him over 24 hours. He couldn't get in. He claimed he didn't smell the shit until he got in Leo's room and realized the bathroom door was fucking wedged, couldn't get in. And that's when he forced his way in and seen that Leo had been there for a while and he had been killed. Which like I said, I still kind of find that hard to believe. But I'm not going to say Tony done that intentionally as a cover-up, and I'm not going to sit here and say that Tony went up there and kind of ramshacked the room to kind of make it look like he didn't know what happened to him. I'm not going to speculate all that. I know a lot of people are already doing that, but what I am saying is I think this was a retaliated attack on what apparently Leo did based on Tony's own words. So now we know. Now we know the autopsy. Now we know that Leo died from blunt force trauma to the head. And maybe some of the lacerations he still could probably bled out. But blunt force trauma to the head. Okay. I have a feeling a lot more is about to come out. I wouldn't be surprised if Tony talks again. He's been quiet for a while about this. Haven't heard from Vigorous Steve in a while. We all know Vigorous Steve was the one that leaked the Liver King shit. I'm surprised he didn't leak this shit. Right? Even though he did try to come on here a few months back and try to draw attention, I guess, to his channel over there about this shit, even though don't know what the fuck for. But at the end of the goddamn day, I wouldn't be surprised if he says something as well. So you guys go check out John's video about this. He goes more in depth. You guys also go check out Lucie's video as she goes more in depth. I just pretty much went over the main viewpoints, but there's a story behind all of this. And I hate that it happened to Leo. Listen, I don't care if you're a scumbag, an asshole, unless you just do something real bad, like, rape kids or killed elderly folks for no fucking reason, or, you just do something very horrible, then I can understand not having some type of, I guess you could say, envy for a person, I guess you could say, or self-loathe the person for what they've been through. And people like that, I really don't give two fucks about. I think they all need to be thrown out in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean and released and be shark food. Even though Leo did what he did, and we all have demons, and he had this thing about being alpha and, dominating women and trying to force his will on a woman. It was up to the women to do something about it. Obviously, Lucie got away from him. Over in Thailand, most of those are prostituted women, but some of those women ain't gonna just let you do what you want to have do to them and not seek some type of retribution. But I still don't think he deserved to die the way he did. Even though he had he had a dark past. I think anyone could change, but there are just a handful of people that refuse to change, and in his case, he was one of those people. When it comes to child molesters, though, I have no love for them. I'm a father of 2 kids. I have no love for them. Most child molesters never change in the first place. They keep doing it, keep doing it. Most of them deserve to bite the bullet. And those that just prey on the elderly especially deserve to bite the bullet. Unless you are a serial rapist going around just raping women. You know, if it's a sexual thing and you just like having rough sex, apparently that was his thing, right? Well, then it needs to be consensual. If it's not consensual and you're doing it and the woman don't want you to do that, then it could be a problem there. Just whooping a woman's ass like Ike Turner in a motherfucker for no reason, I have no love for you neither. If any man that just want to whoop a woman's ass no reason is just a bitch in my book. Okay? All right, so, but the moral of the story is you can't do bad things and don't expect some type of consequence from the actions. And I think this is one of those issues where it's something that he done that, in my opinion, came back to bite him in the ass and it cost him his life. So you guys let me know in the comment section down below what you think. I have a live stream set as of right now for Friday. I might talk about this again on the live stream. I might not. It just depends on how much more shit come out. What I would tell you to do is to keep an eye on John's channel. If you haven't subscribed to John Bravo's channel. He's been really the focal point of all my information about Leo anyway when I would do most of my videos, besides when Tony would drop a video. So, and that grifting asshole parent fitness, when he would drop videos. I would say keep an eye on John's channel, because he's more of the news channel when it comes to shit like this. He was friends with Leo, so I'm pretty sure he's going to keep his ears open to a lot of stuff. And keep an eye on, well, Lucie has Leo's channel. I don't know why I said Lucie's channel. Well, it's Lucie's now, but she has Leo's original channel. So keep an eye on Leo's channel as well for more information. I'm pretty sure some more stuff is going to probably come out over time now that the Autopsy been released. It should gain some type of traction now. I'm hoping that the person that done this is caught. But with it being over in Thailand, it might be a very slim chance that happens. But hey, a slim chance is better than no chance. So justice for Leo, guys. Spread the news. Do your thing. Play a part in this. Try to help. And until the next video, guys, you guys stay safe. I am out, guys. Peace.